joke about they tease me about my vacuuming. I find sometimes doing things around the house, folding laundry, vacuuming. To me, I think while I'm doing it. I guess I should be thinking about the vacuum or the folding of the laundry, but I'm thinking about other things. Well, what am I going to do tomorrow? Or what am I going to buy that special person for a birthday?
That makes sense. I mean,
Yeah.
I on, I mean that's you. And when I'm folding the laundry, I'm kind of thinking about how I'm folding the laundry.
Well, yeah, I guess
You
you're
know,
supposed to, but
am I doing this right? I want to make sure that I put everything in little stacks. The underwear
it's
goes
so
into this
army.
stack.
So army.
Yeah, it is, and I got that from the military.
Yeah.
And the socks are all folded a certain way. The hand towels and all get folded and
But I
go
do
over
that.
here. Uh,
But yes, because everything is in a big pile, and when you take it out, you fold it a certain way, and then you put it in her pile or the house pile.
yeah,
Right.
your your uh, definition of doing the laundry is a bit different than mine. And I guess that's kind of maybe a male female thing. Going back to college days, we used to keep our dirty laundry in a bag, and
Hmm.
then once a week you'd go down to the laundromat
Hmm.
with your pocket full of quarters, and you'd put all your laundry into the washing machine. You would put your half a cup to a cup of detergent in. You would wash it. Then you'd take all of your laundry and put it in the dryer. And then you'd either fold it at the laundromat or you'd stuff it in the bag,
And then fold them
which
again.
I don't recommend because putting wet laundry back into a bag and then taking it back to your room to fold, you're
Well,
better
it's
off
not wet.
doing it right.
Don't you dry it?
Well, you dry it, yeah, but it's still, you can wrinkle more by
Right.
stuffing it back.
Yes.
Fold it up and then put it into the bag. But the bottom line was one load of wash, one load of
Right.
drying, you're all finished.
But I
But
think, yeah.
you, the delicates go over here,
But that's
and
now.
there was a time when the whites went over here, the darks went over here, and you had different detergent for the whites and the darks,
No, just
didn't you?
the past few years. Just the past few years, the fabrics, the materials aren't as durable, shall we say, as they were years ago. And there are many, many more different fabrics.
Yes.
So if you read the instructions on the labels, it will say put in delicates, put in with whites. It gives you instructions on what to do. So, but with all the different fabrics, and a lot of them shrink if you put them in the dryer too. So we have evolved. I have evolved too. I'm swinging with the times. And yes, doing a lot of separates. The towels go in one, but I would think most people, women, have been doing that. Towels are in one load. Sheets and towels could be in one load, or sheets and some shirts,
But the
and then the darks
underwear
and
goes
the underwear.
goes.
Underwear and delicate tops, shirts,
Then the interesting
delicate.
to what you say is that today's washing machines and dryers have multiple settings. It
Hmm.
used to be
Right,
you had a washing machine and you set it for
right,
lights, darks. You would set it for a light, medium, or a heavy load, and
right,
you'd push on.
right,
That was today. You turn the dial. Do you want? Is this cotton?
hmm,
Is it silks?
hmm,
Is it delicates?
hmm.
Is it heavy materials? Is it rugs?
Right.
Is it
That's right.
towels and all. So there's different settings for the amount of water and the number of rinses and all that go into it. Then when you put it in the dryer, it's the same thing. You've got 30 different settings of what to do on the dryer.
But don't forget, years ago, you didn't put rugs, you didn't put bedspreads heavy, big things into your washing machine because the washing machines weren't big enough.
Right.
You went to the laundromat or the dry cleaner and they did it, or you did it in those big bins.
And the dry cleaners and those laundry services and all are not real happy about what modern technology has done to washing
Right.
machines because people can do it all.
That's why when we moved here 13 years ago, I said I want to be able to do my own bedspreads and rugs and what have you. And so we bought a little bigger washing machine.
And
Sometimes it's hard to get into the washing machine to grab the clothes to come out of the washing machine because it's so deep.
well, you also have to
But
determine, do I want a front loader or a top
right,
loader
that's the
washing
other thing.
machine?
That's the other thing. But the materials are so different because now you used to go to the dry cleaner. If it wasn't cotton, went to the dry cleaner.
And
Now you
men's
can,
dress shirts
right,
always went to the
right,
cleaners.
right. And a lot of them still do for the pressing,
Yeah, yeah.
for starch and pressing.
But now, when you go to shop for the shirts, you look at the label and it
Hmm.
says wrinkle free.
Right. That's
Just
right.
wash and wear, and all. And you say, I'm willing to pay a few dollars more to get that than to, when it says uh, cool iron only
Hmm.
and all. The word iron, you say, not buying that.
Right.
That's why, you always tell me you really love linen shirts, but you do not like to have to clean
Yeah.
linen because linen means you probably got to steam it or iron it.
You have, even if you don't wash it for a second wearing, you still gotta steam it because it looks like you slept in it. And some people don't mind that, which is fine. Other people don't like wrinkles, so then they have to steam or iron it before they wear it a second time or third time.
When we lived in the Florida Keys,
Yeah,
if your shirt was disheveled and wrinkled and all, that was common for the
right,
Keys.
right. If you had something that looked ironed,
And in fact,
you
if
would
you
look
if
too
you ever
dressy.
encountered somebody that had a cleanly pressed shirt and or was wearing a tie,
Yeah,
you turned the other you kind of went the other way because it was somebody trying to sell you something.
that's right. That's right. That's exactly right. But there are some men that still work and they like a good pressed starch shirt.
But
So
yeah,
it depends what job they're doing. Maybe a lawyer because he's appearing in court. He
right.
wants to look a little bit more
Except in the
professional.
Keys, a lawyer could show up in a shirt
And a pair of pants.
yeah, golf shirt and a pair of shorts
Yeah,
and flip-flops into court. And
yeah.
and that was okay because the judge was probably dressed the same way.
But a lot of the women's shirts and slacks now, you can dry, but I suggest only drying them for like 5 minutes and
Well,
then let them hang.
and isn't it pretty much common that most materials that clothing is made of now is more permanent press?
Yeah,
That there's
yeah, it
less and
is.
less that you have to baby. That it's just, you look at the label and it says wash warm water, dry on medium or
Right.
whatever.
But dryers can still be hard on the materials, on some of these
Yeah,
materials, and it makes them pill earlier
yeah.
and faster. So that's why I do a lot of things in the washing machine, but I let them dry, hang dry.
I remember there was a time that when we would buy just throw rugs,
Hmm.
you always had to make sure that you got throw rugs that you could put into the washer and the
Hmm.
dryer because we had a dog at the time.
Oh,
And the dog was the one that was always getting the soil
yeah,
on the throw rugs. So you know you had to
you
adapt
have to.
to things that
Well, yeah, and you have to read your labels, but you also have to watch out for your fabrics because if you see them starting to pill or shrink, like a t-shirt, a regular t-shirt, that's when you think, oh, maybe I should be hang drying it instead of drying it.
and also the your I remember my kind of gently worn undershirts, your well-worn dish towels, and all those became the new recipients of the laundry bag.
Yeah, dust rags, great
Yeah,
dust rags,
yeah, just
fabulous dust
that's
rags.
I think that's a given. You
Oh
know, that
yeah.
kind of that's the second life, the retired life of some underwear uh
T-shirts
and t-shirts.
and towels. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. But what we didn't really talk about, and that's a big thing, is the laundry detergent.
Well,
That's huge.
that
There are so many, and now with people's allergies.
in fact, having said that, you were a powdered laundry detergent user for
Ever.
45 of our 50 years together.
Forever.
And I kept saying, and Tide was your main brand. All of a sudden, Tide comes out with a liquid detergent.
Yeah.
No, 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 sticking with my
Well, because it was more
powder detergent.
expensive.
Now they got the pods. Now that's the latest thing. You don't even have to touch or pour a detergent
Right.
and measure it out, whatever. You just put in your laundry, you take a pod and drop it in.
But my washing machine was against that. So that's why I didn't use it. There are some washing machines they say don't use pods.
Your washing machine told you that?
Yeah, it's on the directions. If you look on the directions that you tell me to
Well,
look at.
but it's an old washing machine, so it says no pods. Now the new
No,
washing
no, it's a new
machines,
washing machine.
really?
We had to get a new washing machine after seven
Well,
years.
but
So
but the
yeah, so I
new
don't do the pods.
but the new washing machines now, in fact, the latest thing, which that's probably going to be our next move, is that now make an all-in-one washer and dryer in one
Well,
unit.
Europe has had that for years, haven't
Yes,
they?
yeah, and that was because of space
Yeah,
restraints.
right.
And all. But your mom had the upper lower. In fact, our daughter has hers
Yeah,
stacked one on top of the
yeah,
other.
yeah. For apartments or condominiums, yeah,
Yeah.
smaller spaces, yeah.
But now the latest thing is you do the wash, then you just leave it all in there and you switch it over to dry,
Right.
and the same machine does the washing and drying. To me, that's progress.
Yeah,
Because instead of spending
yeah, I agree with that.
$1,500 for two pieces, now it's
As
still
long
kind of
as
costly, but it could be $800, $900 for one.
as long as it operates as a good washing machine and a good dryer. Now the ones that are stackable, they're smaller.
Yeah,
So you have to do twice as many loads because you can't get hardly anything in them. Um, but the detergents, I do a lot of liquid because I don't like preservatives
but
in the
and that's another
laundry
thing.
detergent.
You switched over from the powdered detergents now to liquid detergents, and the liquid detergents you can get for sensitive skin.
Right.
You can get it with no
Perfumes.
added perfumes and scents and
Hmm.
things like that. There's just so much that's
And
out
there's
there.
a lot there.
And that industry just keeps reinventing itself to,
Yeah.
to to make more money. In the meantime, when you drive down Main Street of almost any town, you see laundromat closed. The people just
So I still think there's people that have rental properties that don't have washing machine and dryers or can't get to them because it's too many people in the apartment building are
or
using.
there's high-rise condominiums or apartment buildings and everything that have a common laundry.
Yeah, and they don't. I don't know for whatever reason. I still think there'll always be
And I
laundromats. Not
wonder
as many.
if I wonder if they all still take coins, or now it's
It could
you
be.
swipe a credit card.
Yeah, could be. I don't know. We haven't been in one.
No, I haven't been to a laundromat, but
What
in a
happens if?
long, long time.
I wonder if there's. Well, I don't know. It's a good question because
Oh,
not everybody likes to have a credit card or put their laundry on
well,
it.
a lot of people just don't want to invest in or they don't have the space for a laundry because you have to have a specific
Yeah.
room that is
Right.
set up to
Right.
do that. Who would have thought that we could do a show about laundry?
I don't know how interesting it was to anyone, but
It was interesting to me
yeah, a
because it brought back a lot
lot
of
of
memories.
memories.
But
Yeah,
I still recall the days of one load wash,
you
one
wish.
load dry.
You wish. Yeah, not anymore.
But those are, as they say, those were
Those are the
the
days.
good old days.
Yeah. Yeah.
Join us again next week. Go out and make it a good week. Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.